Welcome everyone. We're live with Tetris Tuesdays on Twitch TV. It is now 2 p.m. PST, and we're glad to see you all here today. Thank you for joining us for, I can't speak, but thank you for joining us for today's tournament, Tetris Tuesday, tournament number, well, it's supposed to be tournament number 22, but if you look on the challenge bracket, just do an exclamation mark bracket, just look at today's bracket, you can see that today is an unranked tournament, so, I will change down the title as well. So unranked tournament, or tournaments that are not official, that happens when we don't have 8 players or more playing today. So this will be a short tournament, and even though it's not a ranked or official tournament, that doesn't mean we're not gonna have any fun. It's good to see. Think of it as just a time to an extra tournament to improve some development and whatnot and things like that with the play to kind of test the waters out. But that's not an issue there. So let me just change the title here, but I'll just change today's Tetris Tuesday title to Unranked. Just take that ease off a few people's backs there, just in case people were wondering about that. But we're gonna take off the thing there. But like I said, to look at today's bracket, just do exclamation mark bracket. You can see the brackets are live and up to date with today's tournament. So God, but yeah, so that's how that's gonna go there. Let's go to the official screen before we get started with today's tournament events and all that stuff. Let's go close down the poster here as well, and the Tetris Tuesday text here. So oops, let me just change the tournament number as well. 1 second. I'm just gonna say tournament number you are. So we're probably not gonna play again. Wait, do you mean like not gonna play Tetris Tuesday again? GG. But welcome Rudabig and Modest Tomato and everyone else that is here today while we are getting things so set up here. Now I don't have many announcements to make today for for today's tournament so far, but we do have a big announcement that will be coming up. We're going to be starting off our next big event, or next big charity event that that we gather the whole community together for. So that's going to be coming up here soon. Actually, we're a little bit behind the schedule on the planning for our next VTV marathon, but that's okay. We can still get right back on track. So probably next week we'll have that ready to go and start that discussion and probably get the poster out to you folks for that announcement. So stay tuned for that. But just let your friends and family know about the Tetris Tuesday tournament today. So you can go to Twitter at VTV using hashtag Tetris Tuesday to let people know about today's Tetris Tuesday tournament, and also you can let people know on Instagram that we barely use yet, but at some point, I swear at some point we'll use that damn Instagram channel. But let's go to today's tournament bracket. Not much to say about today's tournament or kind of announce there, but we do have a short tournament today. Like I said, 6 entries, so that is just barely enough to run a tournament. So somebody saved y'all by the grace of their deck there. So we are going to run the tournament today. Obviously, 6 is the minimum, but for it to count as a official Tetris Tuesday tournament, that'll be 8. So usually that's how that goes right there. And as far as the rankings go, the ELO ratings, I still am going to update that at some point, but we are so many tournaments behind on ELO ratings that I wish I would have developed a widget or programmed a widget to count people's wins and losses, all that stuff into a ELO rating thing and stuff like that. So that's a project that I was going to work on, but didn't have enough time. That takes quite a bit of code to write there. So that's not something that we're going to do, and nor am I going to try to allocate that to somebody. So it's gonna have to be done manually. At some point we'll update and post the ELO ratings at some point, but yeah, we're glad to see y'all here today. We'll get started with the tournament here soon, but we will look at today's brackets. Like I said, to look at today's brackets, just do exclamation mark bracket to see the tournament progress and how each match is going. So let's go ahead and start the tournament now. As you can see here, we're live with the tournament here, and then we're gonna get started with round 1 here very soon. Just let me go ahead and do this. So change the grand finals title to round 1. Round 1 fight. But welcome here as well, Shiratama. Glad to see you here and ready to go. We're gonna get started here very soon, as I said. But also for those of you folks wondering if you can join, unfortunately the tournament entries, the bracket entries are closed. So if you haven't joined yet, we're gonna get started here very soon. But that's all good. And thank you very much, Kappa Pride Lover, for the follow, and welcome to our Tetris Tuesday tournament, unranked today for September 17th, 2019. But yeah, one more thing before we get started here as well. For those of you who are new and also want to keep up with things in the community, just go ahead and join the Discord there using !Discord, and you'll get a link right there. And thank you very much for the host, Kappa Pride Lover. How's it going today? And we're glad to see you here joining us for today's tournament. I'm glad you can join us. Today's not an official or ranked tournament, but we're still going to have a lot of fun and watch these lovely players compete. So now let's go ahead and open up our Tetris screen. Hold on. And this is not the lobby. I gotta start a new one. Let's go ahead and start the lobby now. Make a new room. So it's gonna be called, for those of you who are joining us, or those of you who are competing, we're gonna start a VTV tournament lobby, a 2-player limit, obviously. So that means if you're not competing at that given time, just go ahead and do /spec to spectate in the room if you want to watch us real time, you know, in this room. So everyone go ahead and join VTV tournament. That is the room to enter into you know, the matches there. But also let's take a quick look. If I can just go to 200%, change Q and stats, and then I will spectate as well. All right, just like that. So once again, to look at today's tournament brackets, just do ! bracket to see how that is going to be progressing there. But also the first match of round 1, we can see Mikmi versus Modest Tomato. Gonna be a good matchup here. Let me see the 4th versus the 5th seed. So let's kind of see how this first round is going to go, to see who's going to be moving on to winners brackets round number 2. Now we'll explain. So yeah, we're going to wait for Mikmi to join. But I'll explain for those of you who are new. For those of you who are new as well. So here's how it works. Every single match, except for the semifinals, is a best of 3. So each match is best of 3. You know, which is whoever wins the best 2 out of 3 matches there in each of these rounds until the semifinals. And when we hit the semifinals, that means it becomes a best of 5 match for each round there, and then that will go on into the grand finals there. So that's how that little structure goes as far as how many matches you get in a round there. But it seems like they're gonna go for a warm-up here between Modest and Mikmi. So the warm-up is over. I think we're gonna go ahead and get the match started right away. So here goes round 1. We're entering into the starting bell, the ding of today's Tetris Tuesday tournament. Unranked, let me just close that as well. As we can see, Modest Tomato going with a nice cannon setup, and there goes a huge well down the middle from that garbage. It seems like Mikmi also does have an advantage with that clean garbage down the middle there. So we see both players with, you know, similar playing fields, but it will depend on who would utilize that setup better. And as we can see, Modest having that cleaner playing field, as you know, as we can see right now. Probably a bit of a misdrop there with the Z piece, but still making it work to his advantage once again. Just dropping a few doubles here, looking for those overhang setups. Set up some more T-spin doubles, but it seems like Mikmi is in a bit of danger here of topping out. But if Mikmi can go ahead and clear off this garbage and burn through this quickly enough before Modest you know, sends out his next few combos here from those T-spins, then we'll see Mikmi able to set up a nice downside combo for herself and get right back into a nice playing field versus Modest. But it seems like Modest is still holding that pressure up, but Mikami is building up a little bit more pressure. Nice down stack there from Mikami coming in from the huge garbage that was being sent. Now putting Modest in a position of danger with that misdrop from the T-piece. That might be a bit crucial if Mikami will capitalize on that situation. There goes a chance there for a Tetris, and also another Tetris there. Could be also if they set this up right for another. Oh, there goes the the top out there onto Modest, and that last minute setup there, reverse that. Oh, there goes a huge devastating blow, but it seems like Modest was able to cancel out that PC clear. That could have been the huge combo there coming in from Mikami to set up another 2-0 round. But there is a 1-0 series lead, as you can see from that last match as well. Just a nice nice composure, and also reversing the playing field to benefit herself and also put Modest in a bit of danger there. That last combo there, when Modest was stacked up with that garbage, just nice play, and nice vision there in anticipation, reading the field, reading the enemy, and but it seems like that could have been a top out there. But that was a nice save there for Mikami from that L piece. That, I don't know if y'all saw that, but that was very close to a top out, but the right pieces came in just in time for Mikami to go ahead and set up another down stack combo. As we can see, Mikami doing so again, evening out the playing field between her and Modest Tomato here. As we can see, though, Modest does have a clean playing field here once again. Very low playing field here as well. The grids are clean as well. It seems like Modest is going to set up for another huge combo, looking for the overhang for another T-spin double, but it seems like there goes overhang from Modest. Going to set up another T-spin double, just getting those consistent little T-spins one at a time to try to slowly but surely overwhelm Mikami as the garbage continues to pile up. But it seems like Mikami does have an advantage of that clean garbage well on the left side of the grid, and that's going to be a little bit devastating. That might backfire here for Modest Tomato. There was a misdrop earlier from the Z piece, but it seems like he's able to clear that out. But this might be crucial here. He needs to set up that T-spin triple, but it seems like it's not going to get there. Not the setup that he wanted, but still going to manage to downstack here just in time to make the playing field even as well. But it seems like Modest is now in a bit of danger of topping out here soon as well, but still has the overhang set up for that T-spin, and now Mikami's going to fight back with another T-spin double of her own. It is going to be intense here as we get into these finishing seconds of the round. Mikami going to set up for that another T-spin double here, and try to slowly downstack from these doubles here, and hopefully set up another opportunity for herself to get Modest Tomato in a position of danger. It seems like this is kind of a stalemate match, sort of back and forth, but it seems like that last minute combo there from Mikami was able to pull through. Good GG I mean from Mikami. Modest was not able to counter just in time from those huge flurry of combos Mikami was able to send very quickly at the end. The slow but consistent small but consistent combos there at the end, coming in almost all at once, definitely making the play there, setting up the opportunity for Mikami to go ahead and win that match. So GG, Mikami leading the series, winning that series 2-0. I mean, is that 2-0? Yeah, 2-0. Or was that 2-1? Because the warm-up match was won by Modest, I believe. But good job to either way, good job to Mikami. Let's go ahead and look at the brackets here and update. Like I said, to look at today's brackets, just do exclamation mark bracket. And it seems like we have crying faces from Modest and Mikami, or crying face to Mikami and a face of joy from Modest, kind of reversing the the emotions there, but still nice enthusiasm there in the chat. But we do have a 2-0, or was it 2-1? It was a 2-0, that's right. So Mikami taking that victory there, and now moving on to round number 2. And like I said, I didn't say this yet, but for those of you that are in the lower brackets, just be sure to play your matches separately and report your scores to us in the Discord channel, so we can report that, we can update that live during these tournaments. But also, the next match from round 1, the last match, is Rutabaga versus Shitatama here. So let's go ahead and look at the browser. And like I said, I didn't also mention this as well. I didn't mention this earlier, but each player, before their match is entitled to a warm-up. So they can go ahead and do that if they wish. So if you want to do a warm-up, you can do that, but you can also skip the warm-up if you choose to do so. So that's good. If you warm up while I'm talking, that's all good. Or if you start the match while I talk, I'll eventually catch on and and go. But it seems like both players are going to skip. No, they're not going to skip. They're going to go right into the match here. So Shiratama coming in with a bit of a better playing field, a lower playing field as well. As we can see, only about 3 lines of garbage here compared to Rutabaga right now, but it seems like Rutabaga is dropping the kind of plays here as well with those resistant T-spin doubles, but it seems like Rutabaga is reversing the playing field again, giving himself another opportunity and advantage. There goes another nice Tetris there at the end on the left side for Rutabaga to come in with a clean victory. There goes that 1-0 series lead. So now Rutabaga with a commanding lead and momentum from that first match, possibly looking for another round sweep here with that 2-0. So there goes it's another low playing field. Great setup here from Rutabaga. Seems like he's put Shiratima in a bad position there to top out, and there goes a 2-0. GG for Rutabaga. That last minute top out there. Just those quick and small consistent combos, like I said, leading the way for these matches here. Rutabaga at the end able to go ahead and end the matches quickly by the early game and overwhelming the opponent with that speed there from those combos. But let's go back to the match. GG once again for Rutabaga. Let's go ahead and update the tournament brackets. So someone's gonna have to tell Ricky to spectate. So please in the chat, the game chat, just go ahead and tell Rita/spec, otherwise we will have to kick him, unfortunately, from the room. So there we go. So the losers of these 2 matches in round 2 will be officially the starting matches of the lower brackets around number 1. So we may as well also at that point probably start streaming the lower brackets at round 2, so we'll kind of see how that goes. But as far as this goes, round number 2 is going to officially start with the first match being Mr. FAQ versus Big Me. So let's go ahead and start at that round. Round number 2. One second, folks. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to take a quick breath. But also, so Big Me versus Mr. FAQ is going to be coming up here next. So I think they're going to go all right, so both Migmi and FAQ going to go for that warm-up right now. And also for those of you who are those of you who want to also look at the room, just I forgot as well, if you want to join us real time during the room here, all these tournaments are going on, there is a command called !Tetris, and what that does is link you to the JSTris JSTris website here, and this is where JSTris is played, this version of Tetris, where you can go ahead and you can compete yourself in live rooms or anything like that. But also you can join us in the tournament come to the tournament room from Twitch. You can also just if you go to the lobbies there, you click on the lobbies once you're in JSTris, and you can see that the lobby is called VTV tournament. You can just join us from there to look at the tournaments in real time, but also you can also stay tuned from Discord, as well as people in the lower brackets will usually post their rooms for people to see and come join them as well. But now that the warm-up is over for this match, we're gonna go straight into it. Mickey Me versus FAQ, the first match of round number 2. So good luck, have fun to both. As we can see, Mickey Me was the winner from the last match of round 1, going on to round number 2. So we'll kind of see possibly another one of these deep tournament runs, challenging the higher seed here, as we can see from Mickey Me. But now FAQ with a lower playing field as well, having a bit of that advantage. Not much garbage, but it seems like Mikami, if Mikami is able to downstack with that combo and counterplay like that, it seems like Mikami can turn that around. But it seems like FAQ not letting Mikami hold up from those counterplays using the downside combos. Now FAQ gonna set up for another devastating 2 T-spin doubles as well as the Tetris there. A nice 3-way combo there from FAQ, leading into more garbage piled up there on the Mikami screen. As we can see, the grid is piling up quite high for Mikami right now, but it seems like Mikami doing a great job of keeping that pace and setting up those downside combos there. Now there is a clean weld on the right side of the grid for that downside combo, and that it seems like Mikami now does have a chance to set up possibly a PC there, but there goes a misdrop there, unfortunately, from Mikami. Might cost the match just a little bit, not really giving the right positions to place certain blocks that Mikami will need. A missed chance for a T-spin, but there goes another consistent downside combo there and a counterplay there coming in for Mikami, but FAQ once again is able to counterplay that. Both players doing a great job of downside, but at the end there, that huge spike there from FAQ gonna win him the match there. So there goes the 1-0 series lead for FAQ. And welcome Servinus, is it Servinius? I'm sorry. If you want to join these tournaments, first thing I recommend doing is joining the Discord server, and that's where we help people register and sign up for the tournaments. It's very simple. All you have to do is click 1 in the Discord at an hour before the tournaments go, and that's how. And just in 23 seconds though, FAQ with 33 lines sent, and you can see a very high APM advantage there from FAQ, sitting in those combos in this round much quicker there. I'm sorry, I was not focused on the. This is why. This is why I GG, unfollow, unmod. But GG for Mr. FAQ at the end. This is why I this is why I try to focus more on the tournaments when I commentate, and then I look at the chat and respond after the matches. So my apologies about that. We kind of missed a few. So what you do is go into the Tetris Tuesday chat. You go to the Tetris Tuesday chat and type 1, and you do that an hour before the tournament starts, which I will ping everyone when that happens. So how that works is I ping all the Tetris competitors an hour before the tournament starts to let people know that entries are open to enter the tournament brackets, and seedings are decided by PB time. So your 40-line personal best sprint time you will send over to Modest or one of the Tetris staff, or even one of the VTV server staff as well. Any one of the staff team will just go ahead and tell me there. But Mr. FAQ with a 2-0 victory. GG for him there, as we can see. Moving on to the semifinals, the first player so far in the tournament to move on into the semifinals. So also, the next match and last match of round number 2 is going to be Suboptimal versus Rutabaga coming up next here. But once again, as a reminder, if you're in the lower brackets, as we can see here, be sure to join a separate room and report your scores to us in Discord when the match is over. And if you are somebody who likes to view all the matches in the lower brackets, you can also do so by asking the players politely. They'll post their lobbies. They will post their lobby in the Discord chat, the Discord Tetris Tuesday channel usually, and you can go ahead and join them there. And you can also spectate and be a part of those lower bracket matches if you wish to do so. So that is also to be coming up next. But like I said, we have Suboptimal and Rutabaga up next for round number 2, the next and final match to decide who is going to be the second player coming into the semifinals. Right away, let's go back into the Tetris browser here. As we can see, Suboptimal versus Rutabaga. It seems like Suboptimal, we're still going to wait for him to join, so me can go ahead and spectate. That will be appreciated. But yeah, so once again, Servinius, I hope that answers your questions about joining the tournament. Just do join the Discord. You'll see the Tetris Tuesday info FAQ channel and also the Tetris Tuesday chat channel on Discord. And for some reason we are still, so if me can please spectate in the room here, please, so we can let Optimal join versus Rutabaga. So Make Me will have to spectate. Could somebody please ping Make Me in the Discord? Oh, there we go. Thank you for the the spectate there. And also, thank you very much for the lovely follow, Shishidar, following us for our Tetris Tuesday tournament number. It was supposed to be number 22, but today's tournament is unranked. So just to let y'all know. But how's it going, Trishadar? Glad to see you here today. Thank you for joining us for today's Tetris Tuesday tournament. This is, for those of you who are new, usually we have about anywhere from 10 to 12 competitors on a regular basis for the tournaments. But today is going to be it's a short tournament today. It's unranked, just kind of nice and chill. We only have 6 players, but it is still a lot of fun to watch and watch everyone compete. So both players going to skip the warm-up. As we can see, Rebecca going to set up as usual with that. I think he was going to set up for that BT cannon, but it's just going to go for a quick T-spin double opener, and that's going to be a huge lead there in the early game for Rutabaga. Now having a lot of garbage playing up as well. Suboptimal doing a great job of downstacking and counterplaying from the garbage that was being sent from Rutabaga early on. So it seems like all that damage that was being sent in the early matches, gave a Suboptimal a clean wells down the left side of that grid, as we saw earlier on the match. And now Suboptimal able to go ahead and reverse that and save the playing field now, and Rutabaga is in danger of topping out here soon unless they can go ahead and downstack from the combos. Not looking for the pieces. They couldn't get the pieces in time, so that's going to be a 1-0 series lead there for Suboptimal, winning that first match very handedly there at the last minute, sending off a huge reversal, devastating combos towards Rutabaga. So now Rutabaga's going to go for those. He went again for that BT cannon opener, as we saw for the early game once again. But now it seems like Suboptimal is going to be in a bit of danger of topping out here soon, unless they can go ahead and downstack through that middle well of garbage. And now sending off a lot more garbage, reversing that right onto Rutabaga here again. As we can see, the playing field is now even. They're both kind of neck and neck, but it seems like Suboptimal might have done a misdrop there from the two Z pieces there. So now Rutabaga has a chance to go ahead and downstack and set up a great position for himself, and also a nice counterplay versus Suboptimal. They're not getting the piece that they want. Now there goes a 1-1 series lead. I mean, series tie from both players. So now this is going to be match point, a full 3-on match. I think this is the first match that we saw that's gone to all 3 matches so far in the best of 3 stages there. And there goes another PT cannon set up there, sending off a lot of damage here from Suboptimal's screen. That's going to be probably a bit too much to come back from, unless Suboptimal can save that just at the last minute, as we saw right there from all that damage that was being sent. It was all offset from Suboptimal's great downstacking combos, and now Rutabaga is in danger of topping out. And there goes the the great counterplay from Suboptimal, waiting for the opportunity from that garbage early on, and that is a 2-1 series win. Suboptimal taking the second match into the semifinals. So GG for Suboptimal with that 2-1 series win. What a match there from Suboptimal, as we saw going into that match. Both players, it was very close round there from those two. But at the end, it came down to those counter plays. Both players kind of had great early setups. Rutabaga possibly with the a bit more of that early play advantage there, just specifically from the combos that he was setting up there. As you can see, anything that really, utilizing the cannon setup, cannon strategy for openers in general, will send off a huge early game lead with that garbage being sent. But Suboptimal specialty there, just being able to downstack right through that and read right through the play there early on. I think he was prepared for that and looking for the wells to open up from the garbage to really get going, and reversing the play there, and putting his opponent in danger once that happened there. So great read from the play and anticipation there from Suboptimal, coming into that match as well. Just that slight edge, very close match. But now we're not gonna hit the semifinals just yet. We're gonna take a look and try to update these brackets here, as we saw the first match that was supposed to be played, I believe, was Make Me versus Shiratama. So we're gonna go ahead and see if that score has been reported. All right, so I will actually So for those of you who are kind of new here, pinging VTV, trying to ping me. So the VTV channel itself is, ran by the admins. So I'm the only VTV admin here, but I use my own Twitch account. So if you're trying to ping me in the Twitch chat, just ping FD907. As you can see, I'm right over here. If you look at the bracket chat, you can see me doing bracket right there. But yeah, if you need to tell me something in Twitch chat, just go ahead and ping mine, because the VTV channel, I don't think anyone's actually logged on there right now, since I'm just a host for the channel. I'm not actually logged into the thing, but yeah. So while we wait for, while we go ahead and report these scores here in just a little bit, talk about the next upcoming match here in the semifinals. Look forward to playing in the next week's tournament. Yeah, we look forward to seeing you as well. Servinius, thank you so much for joining us thus far. We're hoping you enjoy kind of a little sneak peek of what we'll see next week in the next few weeks coming up. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and look at these results here for the lower brackets. Thank you very much, Matecito Tetris. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for the follow there as well, and joining us for today's Tetris Tuesday tournament. So let's look at the. So it seems like, yeah, Shadow Team on 1 at 2-0. We're gonna update that right now versus Mikami there. What a nice match there. So usually, Mikami is someone who has those kind of deep tournament runs. Usually, very deep tournament runs. Coming in with that upset Shadow Team, doing a great job of really making a strong run here as well. So we could see that happen and see kind of how that will go in the lower brackets. It's gonna be an exciting bracket to watch there in the lower brackets. We're still waiting for the match to come in from Rutabaga and Modest Tomatoes. It seems like Modest Tomato also won that 2-1. Won that series 2-1 versus Rutabaga. So now I believe this next match, I think I don't mind. We can go ahead and so what will happen here, I think what we're gonna do here, right, is do the semifinals and then lower brackets round 2, play that match out. All right, and then we'll play the semifinals, and then by the time semifinals are over, in the first semifinals match, we'll have the second semifinals match, because I think they'll be done by that time. So we'll kind of see how that goes. But GG to Modest there, winning that 2-1 with a 2-1 series lead there. So now let's go to the first match of the semifinals here very soon. So that's going to be FAQ versus Suboptimal. Modest and Sheer 2, make sure you both play that match there and report the scores when you're done. But then, halt at round number 3, because that'll be, of course, the second semifinals match. But here we go, officially into the winner semifinals, round number 1, officially for the semifinals here coming underway. So that means, so for losers round 2, that is still a best of 3. But losers round 3 is the second semifinals match, so that's when it that becomes best of 5. So Modest and Sheer Team will still have to play the best of 3 match, but now FAQ versus Suboptimal, since it is the first official semifinals match, you'll both be playing that best of 5. So let's go ahead and have FAQ and Suboptimal join this the room here once again for the first official match of the semifinals best of 5 series. Now the stakes getting just a little bit higher there for today's tournament, but let's go ahead and take a look. FAQ versus Suboptimal here. So like I said, for those of you who are also new as well, each player does have a chance to warm up before their match, and it seems like they are going to do one warm up there. But since they're going to do the warm up here, let's I'll just remind everyone, if you're new here today, or if you want to join tournaments, just go ahead and do !Discord. That gives you the best chance and opportunity to to stay up to date, because we announce the tournament every single Tuesday, an hour before the tournament starts, which is when the tournament entries will start there as well. And if you want to kind of stay up to date about the VTV events and kind of be pinged on Twitter and things like that, stay up to date with our events and announcements there as well. Be sure to follow the Twitter page at VTV, but also that's a good place to let people know about the Tetris Tuesday tournaments. If you do hashtag Tetris Tuesday and at VTV on Twitter, let people know about what we're doing here. Let all the wonderful, amazing Tetris players out there know about what we're doing here in the community, and these great tournaments that we have a lot of fun for. But so yeah, sheer team, I think we, oh wait, hold on, that's right, oh my bad. I messed up the bracket. Sheer teamer won. Yeah, the sheer teamer won over Modest there. That's right, we're gonna change that bracket there. Shoot, my bad. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, sure, we're gonna change that result here. I forgot you. For some reason I was yeah, Modest did not win that match. I'm sorry, folks. I don't know why I was saying Modest the whole time, but I meant the other way around. But that was my mistake. We're gonna update that bracket here shortly after this next match. It seems like FAQ FAQ doing a great job of keeping a low playing field right now versus suboptimal. As we can see at the moment, suboptimal though is still doing a good job of down stacking, setting up those combos there, but FAQ able to be a little bit more faster with that consistent combo. And there goes the 1-0 series lead so far from FAQ at the end. Overwhelming from that garbage there for suboptimal. So both players going to have a very clean opener, very clean setup to open up, but it seems like FAQ now, keeping a low consistent playing field, and that's going to be probably a bit advantageous there, as it does set up FAQ for any easy counterplay strategies from any garbage that comes in from suboptimal. But as we can see, both players with a relatively low playing field right now in the match so far. Suboptimal slightly taking that lead there from the playing field, setting up for a Tetris combo, and then probably going to look for more of those T-spins, as we can see going on here. But now FAQ in a bit of danger there, just kind of midfield though, so it's not going to be that much of a concern. It seems like that T-spin was missed a little bit, but there goes a huge spike there from suboptimal, and that's going to be a 1-1 series tie so far. Very close series between FAQ and suboptimal, and also we're going to update that bracket here soon. FAQ gonna go in. I think that he was trying to set up for that. I don't know if that was a possible setup for a T-spin triple, but it seems like that T-spin setup nonetheless did not go in FAQ's favor, so just had to go ahead and set up a few double combos that might be costing him just a little bit of the match there. There goes the triple T-spin setup this time. FAQ messing up the overhang setup there for those triples there earlier on, but it seems like still able to stay intact in down stack here, and now set up suboptimal for a bit of danger here in position to top out if FAQ continues this flurry of combos there. And there goes the top out there for suboptimal. FAQ just keeping that playing field consistent. Suboptimal not being able to find the right pieces in time when the garbage is playing up a little bit too high. But so Shiratima did. Oh wait, hold on, my bad. What am I talking about? So that match versus Shiratima Modest didn't even happen. I thought that was for the Shiratima and making me. I mean, it didn't happen the time that I was talking before. Before the time I was talking about the match. So I thought I made a mistake there, but the match wasn't even reported yet. I thought no. So what happened was I thought Shiratima was talking about the match versus Mikami, but I didn't know that the match wasn't reported yet for Modest and Shiratima. So I got confused there, but I'm going to actually report that match there soon. So that means that does mean Shiratima is going to be in the second match of the semifinals here very soon. So we're going to take a look at that. What I meant to say was the match didn't happen before the other match started. It's kind of hard to explain, but don't worry about it, folks. I just got confused. Sorry about that. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But good luck, have fun here. As we can see, I think FAQ does have that 2-1 series lead so far, though the match is still a best of 5. So FAQ is in a match point here, or series point if FAQ wins this match. FAQ will be moving on into the grand finals, the winners finals of the tournament. And it seems like FAQ is building up the momentum from the last two matches there. And there goes a nice T-spin double there. Suboptimal not being able to find those combos just in time. And there goes a huge, APM advantage there, just by more than 20 units of APM. And that's going to be a huge speed advantage to take away the lead. So FAQ now with that 3-1 series win. GG FAQ, moving on for the first player to go into the finals for today's tournament. So let's go ahead and look at the tournament browser and look at the match. So FAQ with a 3-1 series win there. And the series team at 1, I'm not sure how much he won by. Was it 2-0 or 2-1? Can y'all update me on that, please? 2-0 or... All right, so let's see. So yeah, interesting. Coming into B, from the last seed, making it into the semifinals. Having a very deep tournament run here. On Sheer Team is in. Very interesting stuff to to look at here, and it's gonna be exciting to see Sheer Team if coming in from the 6th seed to move into the finals there. That's going to be quite a match. So let's kind of see how the second semifinals match will go underway. But it's a very, this is also, I also want to mention, this is Sheeta Team's very first Tetris Tuesday tournament. And to make a deep tournament run like that, in first tournaments usually doesn't happen much. But, it's great to see that, someone like Sheeta Team is adjusting to the, the tournament process very quickly. And yeah, so you're going to play in the public room, in the VTV tournament room, because this is a second semifinals match. So that means Sheeta Team is in the semifinals match along with Suboptimal. So that means just go ahead and do exclamation mark bracket to look at that. So the match is best of 5 because this is semifinals and up now. So here we go. Let's see if they're both going to go for a warm-up or skip that. So they're going to both go for a warm-up. So while they warm up, I'm going to go ahead and grab my drinks of water here. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're back live here with the Tetris Tuesday Unranked tournament of September 17th, 2019. All right, so the warm-up has just ended, and let's go ahead and take a look at the very second and last semifinals match to decide who is going to move on into the finals versus Mr. FAQ, right? Hold on. Yeah, Mr. FAQ, who's going to move on to the finals to face off versus Mr. FAQ. So good luck, have fun. As we can see here, Suboptimal with a nice opener here versus Sheer Team. It seems like both players kind of with an even playing field, but Sheer Team does have a nice chance to counterplay here with those clean wells down the right side of that grid there on Sheer Team's end. And there goes an even playing field. A few misdrops there coming in from Suboptimal's side that might cost that match there if Sheer Team could capitalize on the misdrops there. But it seems like now that's going to be a lot of danger there. Suboptimal topping out from that setup from Sheer Teamer. So that's going to be a 1-0 series lead from Sheer Teamer here. As we can see, I'm not quite sure what setup this is going to be for Sheer Teamer there. That could have been a misread there, but now just going to settle in for a quick T-spin double to go right back into the downstack setup that might have been a misshot from the Z piece. But there goes a huge counterplay. There goes a huge stack there coming in from Suboptimal. A huge lot of coverage. Not really much to do on Sheer Teamer's end. That's going to be a 1-1 series tie. tying the series up, and now we have a close match here, so we can see Shiratima has a nice chance to go ahead and set up a Tetris into a T-spin double, but there goes a miss drop there from the eyepiece, and that's going to be possibly a bit crucial there unless they can find another one of those T-spin into Tetris setups there, as we saw just now from Shiratima coming in. But that could have been possibly 2 Tetrises in a row after the T-spin if that miss drop didn't happen in that first slot there. But still, Shiratima keeping a nice composure there despite those misdrops and misplacements there in the early parts of that match there. So as we can see, a little bit of an APM advantage coming in with that speed from suboptimal, but still Shiratima doing a great job of down stacking. But that is going to be a dangerous position here for Shiratima. But there goes the down stack combos there from that clean garbage. That's going to be a huge spike there, and a lot of garbage, too much to kind of counterplay there from suboptimal. So that's going to be a 2-1 series lead for Shiratima, and now this means it is match point for Shiratima in this last match here of the semifinals. And I will have to also take a look at the volume there. But now it seems like Shiratima is in a little bit of danger here earlier on in the match, as we can see. Suboptimal, just doing a great job of having that, speed advantage there. But, Shiratima, just doing a great job of keeping that composure and down stacking here as well from the garbage. Shiratima being the 6th seed, since seeds are decided. Oh, there goes a huge spike there. Spoke a little bit too soon for that, but now just some huge, heavy, consistent combos there coming in from suboptimal, tying the series yet again. But now Shiratima with a nice, clean opener there. But as I was saying before, even though the speed, might have been a misdrop there from the Z piece, but also just a misplacement rather than a misdrop. That's gonna be a bit too high there. Shiratima taking the series 3-2, very close. So GG for Shiratima. That's gonna be Shiratima moving on into the grand finals to face off versus Mr. FAQ. A very close series, but nonetheless, at the end, Shiratima able to set up that huge combo opener there at the start of the match, something that we've not seen much in this series. But utilize just kind of being what do you call that, adaptable and things like that. I forget what we call it. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what I forgot what word I'm looking for right now, but kind of being adaptable to the setup, to the situation there, really has helped out Shiratima a lot. And regardless of having that 6 seed in the speed, 4-line speed, still able to set up and kind of be patient for those combos to come their way. So here we go, the grand finals, which I will change the title here soon for that as well. The last and final match to decide who will be the champion of today's unranked VTV Tetris Tuesday tournament. So let's go ahead and get that grand finals hype here coming into the chat. 1 second. So both players, both players can go in for that warm up here right now in the grand finals match. But like I said, to look at today's bracket, you can just do exclamation mark bracket. As you can see, both of these players in the finals right now. But this could be a quite a long match. Coming in, from losing the first match of the tournament in round 1 to becoming the finalist. A very, very deep tournament run. Not only being, the first time that Shiratima has played in a Tetris Tuesday tournament, also to be in the last seed and make that huge run all the way to the finals, something that we usually don't see. I don't think we've ever seen a last seed come all the way to the finals in a Tetris Tuesday tournament. So I believe the warm-up is now over, and I was not paying attention to that, so my apologies about that, folks. But still, nonetheless, great tournament run from Shiratima, and also just keeping that consistent gameplay on FAQ's end, being in the winners bracket consistently throughout the whole way. And we could see the brackets reset. So what happens is since this is double elimination, if Shiratima wins this bracket here, from the losers bracket, that means the bracket will reset, and they'll have to play another quick series to decide who will actually win the tournament there. So FAQ does have the advantage of having to give Shiratima 2 matches, so 2 matches, 2 series before actually losing the match. But can Shiratima overcome that and win 2 series in a row versus Mr. FAQ? But since the series is tied right now, it looks like it could go either way. So we're still kind of deciding how that will go. Nice setup there from the T-spin double into the Tetris there. That's going to be a huge combo there, overwhelming for Shiratima here. Now FAQ showing why he has remained in the winners bracket for so long for today's tournament. There goes the DT cannon setup there right away. That cannon setup doing a lot of damage there, but Shiratima able to downstack through that right away here as well. And now FAQ with a bit of that misdrop, but still able to go ahead and tuck in the J piece from that as well. This is going to be a quite close match there. FAQ not getting the T-spin setup that they wanted early on, but still nonetheless being able to set up a huge counterplay. And there goes a nice chance to go ahead and downstack through that garbage. And there goes a clean weld down the middle. This could be very advantageous for FAQ if Shiratima is able to downstack right through that. And there goes a dangerous position for Shiratima to be in if FAQ can continue on this reign of terror. And there goes the 3-1 series win there for FAQ, winning the finals for today's VTV Tetris Tuesday tournament. So GG, FAQ taking home the series and winning the grand championship for Tetris Tuesday, unranked the number 22. GG, your Tetris Tuesday champion for this week. So let's take a look at that. Oh god, my throat. Let's take a look at that result there. Staying in the winners bracket, kind of showing why FAQ was consistent in the winners bracket, the whole time, and showing that poise there to win today's Tetris Tuesday tournament there. Let's go ahead and end the tournament and look at today's results. As you can see, Supreme Champion, but still, even though it was a short tournament, not an official one, it's still kind of great to see, how that plays out. Shiratima nonetheless, against all these great players, doing a great job of making a huge tournament run, from losing in the first round to making it all the way to the finals. Just a great performance here, all out from Shiratima here. So something that we usually don't see. I don't believe that we've ever seen a last seed go and compete in the finals, the grand finals of the tournament. So we do see more stories, more history in the lore of the Tetris Tuesday tournaments for VTV being created every day from players like this. So thank you all so much for joining us for the tournament, and also especially the players for joining us today and competing in today's tournament here as well. So like I said, we're not going to go away just yet, folks, because we have a few things to discuss here. So let me just close that bracket there in the browser. So if you want to always stay up to date with more of our events and every Tetris Tuesday, to always stay updated, staying tuned when we actually go live and start the tournaments, you can do so by joining our Discord at !Discord. Join the server, join the Variety TV gaming network, a great gaming network of many variety streamers, casters, and people who just play a variety of games. And we just host many great events in this community, for the community, and Twitch itself. So it's great to see that we do have big things coming, a big event coming up soon in the next few months. We'll make the announcement there. And welcome, Delicious. Thank you for joining us, and glad to see you lurking around. At least we had a yeah. So also, Shiratima doing a great job. He had second in today's tournament, coming in from the 60. That was wonderful. But also, if you also want to stay up to date with events that we announce on Twitter as well, or just follow the community on Twitter, just go ahead and do so by doing @VarietyTV. That's our Twitter, and let people know about what we're doing. You hashtag Tetris Tuesday. So be sure to follow the Twitter account as well, and show us some love there on the social media and social networks. But yes, definitely, Shiratima, it's been a great pleasure, and we hope to see everyone next week for the tournament. But before we go, before we go, we do have a raid. So we're gonna go ahead and give somebody a raid here. Somebody from the Variety TTV team, or Variety TV team, I mean. For those of you who don't know, VTV also has a stream team, and you can look at all the casters who are in the team right there. But we are going to raid one of our lovely team members here in VTV, and it seems like Red Hawk Plays is playing some a VR game. So we're gonna raid. Oops, my bad. Wrong channel. We're gonna raid Mr. Red Hawk Plays here for today. So go ahead and just do raid. Wait, hold on. So we're gonna do /raid Red Hawk Plays. So one of our lovely Variety TV streaming casting members here. So we're gonna go ahead and give him a nice raid. Just do VTV raid in all caps, and we'll just go ahead and do this little thing right here. So go ahead and copy and paste that, and we'll spam that into the channel there. But once again, thank you all so much for joining us for today's Tetris Tuesday, and we'll see you next week at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another Tetris Tuesdays live on VTV. Thank you all so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next week.
Where are you guys?
Everywhere. But nowhere.
And everywhere at the same time.
Hey! Raid! Why did my raid not go off? Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome, Raiders! Hello, I'm Hawk. I am the Raider. I do art, do Hawk. I am the Raider. I do art, do music. I'm currently playing VR games. Currently playing Pavlov with my cousin and K-pop. How are you doing? How's the stream, everyone?
You're actually winning, Hawk. I am angry that you're winning.
Am I?
I can't find anybody.
Just keep walking around.